So, this is my first road race since under 14. I did one in under 14 and I threw up and then DNF'd the first stage and then got dropped and lapped in the second stage and bonked. So, yeah, didn't have any expectations, just went into it thinking just give everything to attack, don't want it to come down to a bunch sprint and just make it a fun and hard race to have some good training. And first lap we were going about 5 miles an hour, so I just did a little attack, got in the front, but then I flicked my elbow and no one came through, and it was so early in the race I didn't want to go hard and get dropped. And here again I saw my teammate Evan was on my wheel and there was a little gap, so I was like, oh, why not? And this is only the second lap and I've already attacked twice, because they don't want to just sit in the bunch the whole time, you know, like, don't come to a race and just sit in zone 2. But it was just surgy, like someone would attack, it would be closed down, and then it would just be like this, where you're doing like 100 watts. You're just kind of all chilling. And then this wasn't a very good patch of my race. You can see it was about to be frozen. That's not sweat on my leg, that's vomit. It is mine, don't worry. But yeah, I don't know why, but I threw up mid-race. Twice actually, but I was fine. And then I decided the best way to stop feeling sick was to just get on the front and put some power down, which actually worked. So that might be my new tactic. But you can see like the draft benefit is just crazy. There are people on the front and I'm not even pedalling. This was the best attack of the race that I wasn't in. Harry and Tom did a pretty good attack, got a gap, but then we all worked together to close it down. And then yeah, I was just on the front quite a lot because, like I already said, I just didn't want an easy race because, well, I knew it was going to be a bunch sprint and quite an easy race, but because of the circuit, it's just flat with one real corner. And when no one was cooperating, it was literally just like this, literally going, doing nothing. And this was the most interesting part of the race. My chain came off when someone attacked. I was like, oh, that's not great. This is over 2 times speed. I just couldn't get it back on. The front derailleur was just like completely in the way, and it just took like 5 years. Cyclocross remount, saved half a second there, got back on, and then just chased for about 10 minutes, just solo, trying to get aero, put some power down, and yeah, it was actually quite fun, to be fair. I could see, at first I didn't see the gap closing because there were big attacks like this going, but then it all kind of slowed down for a few minutes, which allowed me to get back on. This is 4 times speed. You can see the gap. Oh. Just kind of, I had no idea how long it would take me to close it down, because it's impossible to gauge, because if everyone went hard I would have never closed it down, but because everyone was just going chill like this, it was alright to close down. And in a few laps it's only about 15 seconds now, and I've picked up my teammate Evan, who unluckily got dropped, but I saved the day. I'm joking. I got on the front, towed us back on, just about. There, see, there's no cooperation in the group, which I got quite lucky with. Just trying to get a bit aero, checking Evan's still there. And then I think I'm just about to get back onto the group, and as soon as I got back on, I just went down the inside of everyone and got back up to the front, like 4th wheel, like here I am, 5th wheel.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
That was the hardest part of the race. The other parts were just, it was like an interval session. It was literally just a minute hard at the longest, and then a few minutes tempo, and then a minute nothing, pretty much. But I think need a bit of a harder circuit for a breakaway to go, because the draft benefit is just crazy. But it was a bit dodgy actually, because the way round of the track, the finish line was like on a curve, and you kind of couldn't pedal it, which was a bit dodgy. I closed down that attack. It was pretty much just being a domestique. Just sat on the front for, not all of it, but for a lot of the race, just because I didn't want to. I was kind of in two minds. I didn't want to just sit on the front and just tow everyone along, but I didn't want to just like just sit in the group and just wait for the sprint that I'm going to get destroyed in. And in the end I did get destroyed because there was a crash next to me, which I just about avoided. Here I realised it was going to be a sprint. I should have attacked, but I don't know why, I just didn't want to. Thought, just give it a go, why not? Trying to save some energy. Yeah, going pretty slow again. That guy in the front in blue riding for Beeston he's the guy that won. And here did a sick dive bomb into third wheel, like Matthew Van Der Poel type thing. And then there was a crash right next to me, and then these boys rolled along, and I kind of braked and lost my momentum because I didn't want to crash, and then I just rolled in behind. But yeah, 8th, not too bad, not really there for the result, but yeah, it was fun. So yeah, it was a pretty successful race. 8th in the end after throwing up lots and a chain coming off and then bridging back solo. Yeah, first road race in so long, so super happy with how it went. Currently out for a little run because I didn't do it yesterday. Like nice and slow though, only like 5:30k. I want to even put on the shower. But yeah, successful race. Hope you enjoyed watching.